You think that you're going to get big as a natural by main gaining. What are you main gaining at 55 flipping kilograms? You need to start eating. It's not hard what I'm trying to tell you.
My name's P-Boy.
My name is Jim. Oh, sorry, Jim. That's so cringe. But
here is why you need to get fat.
Simple as.
You get so fat that your cooch suffocates of fat. And in your legs.
Alright, stop.
So
I'm just blurring this out. Keep this in. Right. Actual reason. A lot of people try to main gain, as it's very viral in the industry now, to looks max, to mog, to do all these certain things. But if you're trying to build as much muscle as possible, and you actually want to be big, if you want to main gain and you want to slowly look lean, that's fine. But if you want to build as much muscle as possible in your teenage years, why are you cutting? What are you cutting down to? What are you main gaining at 56 kilograms? If you build that base and you have a good base, then you can main gain that base and then slowly go up. But what are you main gaining if you weigh 60 kilograms? 55 kilograms?
And like Jim, he used to box when he was 12 years old and at 11 at a very young age, and he used to starve himself a lot, and that would have started his growth, or would have started a lot of other things, not even just growth.
It slows down the process of you actually growing into a number. Yeah, literally that. Yeah, literally. So what you need to be doing, and I'll put it right here, this was my bulk. I started off at 63 kilograms and then I transformed all the way to 88 kilograms within the span of 6 months, and you're like, oh.
And even I did as well.
Yeah.
I was 14 years old.
We'll put Levi's up right here, right now.
I was 13 to 14 years old at this time. And mine and Jim's mindset was just to eat as much as you want. We're not saying you can't ever be shredded, because the whole point of lifting weights.
Hey, we're lean now, eh?
Yeah, exactly. The whole point of lifting weights is to look at yourself in the mirror and be happy with what you look like.
You're like, oh yeah, but Jim, wouldn't I be better off main gaining and gaining? Listen, if you want to gain 2 pounds of muscle a year, you can do that while staying lean. 2 to 4 pounds of muscle, like as a natural, but those 3 years you're wasting gaining 2 to 3, 4 pounds of muscle naturally. As a teenager, your hormones are through the roof. It's like being not natural. That's what it's like when you're a teenager. So you can really push past those boundaries, be at such a high calorie, eventually get that. I'm not saying the force feed. We used to force feed. I used to do the tablet technique. I used to eat, chew the food, and then swallow it down with water. And that got me obviously a very, very big size at such a young age. That's what put on the size, put on the muscle. But we also did train 2 to 3 hours a day. We was training flat out. We wasn't just doing your average 30-minute workout. But if you really want to take advantage of your teenage years and put on as much muscle as possible, you're not going to be getting there eating chicken and rice. You think you're just going to have a small portion of chicken and rice and you're going to grow? It's not. You know?
You've got to take your advantage, especially as when you're a teenager, because your test levels are the highest they're probably ever going to be.
Literally that. It's like you're not natural.
Yeah, literally. And plus, if you're new to the gym as well, there's going to be something called newbie games as well, which I'm pretty sure everybody already knows about. Which, if you have newbie games, it's basically the first 3 months to a year of lifting is probably going to be your most progress. So if you can enhance that by eating more food, then you're on a good road.
And you're like, oh, Jim, well, should I eat really clean? I'm not saying eat shit. I'm not saying eat complete shit all day long, right? But what you want to be doing, obviously you get your good meals in, but if you do want an ice cream, if you do want a chocolate, you can have that. But I used to get my calories in by getting 3 packets of ramen noodles, and then I used to get chicken or steak and mix it in, and we used to do that 4 times a day. Post-workout shakes, pre-workout bars. Whatever you can do to grow, do it, you know what I mean? And don't do it for a month or 2 and then cut it back down. At least bulk, at least for 6 to 8 months. Getting the fat off is the easiest part, because it's guaranteed. If you're in a calorie deficit and you move more and you eat less, you're going to lose weight over over 3 to 4 months, right? Gaining muscle isn't promised. You can eat all that food, but you've got to put in the work. That is the hard bit. I always told my friends that. I was never bothered about gaining body fat, because I always knew I can get it off. But I was certain, because I wanted to become a Mr. Olympia, I wanted to push that food in, and that's what got me that result really quick.
You kind of got to have a goal. You kind of got to think about what physique you want to have by the time you cut down. Do you know what I'm saying? So you got to think how big you want to be. If it's as big as you can possibly get, then you got to push that food in. And if it's not, then this video is pointless to you.
Do you want to look like Lee Priest? Do you want to be big? Do you want to take advantage of your natural potential? Or do you just want to maintain and gain a pound of muscle a year? Then eat! Eat some food! You're 15! Your metabolism is like this. And you're gaining and trying to mog. You ain't mogging nothing. You're mogging I don't know, a beanpole.
But though, yeah, even if you don't want to look like Lee Priest, but you're like, oh yeah, but what that athletic build? You can't get that athletic build without pushing the food first.
This athletic build.
That's what I'm saying.
But I built this. Now I can gain. You know, like now I can gain because I've built this amount of tissue. Obviously, like now and again, I might go on a small surplus, but I'm at the end of my teenage years now. I can't push it like I did before, and I wish, but I did push it.
Yeah,
but I could have pushed it even more when I was younger. When you're 15, 14, 16, between those ages, and you're starting gym, please don't cut for the summer. Please don't. Just keep pushing it. Push the heavier weights. Bring your body and absolutely push it to its limits, because now is the time. Because it's like you're enhanced, you know? So this is the time to do it. So pick up that fork. Stop trying to eat like a bikini model and eat your salads and try to look good for Baywatch scenes. And just get huge. Get swole.
Because even like, say like you start at the gym, you're a young boy. A lot of people may not want to look like they're preaching that. You never will, realistically.
No.
It's 0.1% chance that you will. But my point is, even if you want that lean David Lade look, or Jeff Side, or whoever your inspiration is, all of them names there have pushed a good bulk between once in their life.
Yeah, that's a good fact. So like, let's name some lifters who have pushed a good bulk. Like, for example, Lex Little. He pushed a bulk and he wasn't even in his teenage years, and look what he done.
Yeah.
And we're recording a video. There's plenty of other influencers that have done this, like Lex Little, for example, and he didn't even do it in his teenage years. He done a big, massive fat bulk at what? How old was he there? Like, I think he was like 23, 24?
Yeah.
Just after the We Go Gym era. And he wasn't even in his teenage years, you know, like, I know David Lade pushed the bulk, but he has really fast metabolism, and he didn't gain much fat.
He's cutting
Alex Eubank when he was 18 was fluffy. He went through that stage. I went through that stage on this transformation here.
Cocomelon!
Like a mixtape, catch on your crib if you reading this is too late.
Levi's transformation, right there. It pushed us to this like high calorie surplus, and now we haven't got to starve ourselves when we're on a cut.
And
you know,
even the Trent twins, when they was natural, they're still pretty chunky. They got chunky.
They got strong though, as naturals,
as well as eating 4 plates as naturals. But
yeah, we're gonna wrap this video up. But this is just a quick short message to all you young teenagers. Whether you don't know whether to cut or bulk for the summer, please just listen to us. On our experience, because we're lean now. Losing fat is the easy part. Gaining muscle is the hard part. So push the food in, push that heavy ass weight, get stronger than last time. Shout out Coach Greg, train harder than last time, and you will see results. Because you never know how good you could have been. You never know how good you could have been unless you really tried. So try now, take advantage of your teenage years, and you will thank yourself in the next few years.
Otherwise, you're going to be 18, 19, like getting towards the end of puberty, at the end of puberty, and you're thinking, oh shit, I kind of want to bulk now because I haven't got enough muscle. Well, if you put all them years in when you was young, then you won't have to.
Yeah, and then you can look good when you're 19, 20 because you already pushed that fat bulk stage when you was 15, 16.
And you'd have a great physique as a young man, which most likely you're going to blow up.
Yeah. So yeah, at the end of the story, this is your sign. Bulk up. Obviously, if you have a huge gut, you haven't got to go to the extent of Lee Priest, but just bulk up. If you're getting a bit fluffy after like 8 months, 9 months, cut it down a little bit and get back to it. But just take advantage of these years. Of course, a phone call will go on there.
Okay.
Peace out. Peace.
Peace out. Bye.